Hello, my fellow travelers through the winding roads of life. Here we stand, after decades of striving, learning, and growing, now standing at the threshold of what some may call our golden years. But I like to think of it as a season of wisdom, a time where we can look back and reflect, not just on what we have achieved, but on what really matters moving forward. There is a beautiful simplicity that comes with aging, a gentle reminder that the most precious things in life aren't what we accumulate in terms of wealth, success, or even physical possessions. Instead, they are the moments that have filled our hearts, the love we have shared, and the peace we can cultivate within ourselves. Today, I want to share with you a simple yet profound message. Do less. Not because we are slowing down or stepping back, but because we have earned the clarity to know what truly deserves our time and energy. This isn't about disengaging from life. It's about focusing on the things that truly bring us joy, contentment, and a sense of fulfillment. So let's take a walk together through some reflections that might inspire you to simplify your life in ways that truly enrich it. 1. The changing world and our place in it. The world around us has changed in ways we couldn't have imagined decades ago. The rapid pace of technological advancement, the push for constant connectivity, and the overwhelming demand to stay busy have created a society that never seems to rest. We are bombarded with messages telling us that we need to do more, own more, and achieve more to be happy. Phrases like, "You will own nothing and be happy," signal a future where everything is leased, borrowed, or transient. But here's the thing. As we age, we gain the wisdom to see through this illusion. We've lived through times when owning things, building careers, and accumulating wealth seemed like the right goals. Now, we know that happiness isn't tied to how many things we own or how busy we are. We have the luxury of perspective, and with that comes the freedom to opt out of the race. Let the younger generations chase after more, if they must. But we have earned the right to slow down, to savor the moments that truly matter, and to find peace in the stillness of life. The world may be speeding up, but we don't have to run to keep pace. Our place in the world now is one of wisdom, not urgency. 2. Redefining value and quality of life. What is value? If you had asked us this question 30 or 40 years ago, many of us might have pointed to our jobs, our incomes, or the things we could provide for our families. But as we move into this later stage of life, the concept of value shifts. It's no longer about how much we can produce or how many possessions we can accumulate. Instead, value lies in the moments that fill us with meaning. Consider for a moment the idea of quality of life. In our youth, quality might have been defined by a steady paycheck, a nice house, or perhaps the ability to take vacations. But now, quality of life is something deeper. It's found in time. The time we spend with loved ones, the time we take for ourselves, and the time we have to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. When you sit down at the end of the day and think about what truly brought you joy, is it the extra dollar in the bank? Or is it the quiet moment spent watching the sunset? Is it the new car? Or is it the laughter shared with a friend over a cup of coffee? As we age, we realize that the true value of life isn't measured in money or things, but in the richness of our experiences, the quality of our relationships, and the peace of mind that comes with letting go of the unnecessary. 3. Do less, find more freedom. The idea of doing less might seem counterintuitive to those of us who have spent decades working hard, raising families, and building careers. We were taught that productivity equals worth, that staying busy meant we were valuable. But now, with the benefit of years behind us, we have the clarity to see that busyness does not lead to happiness. In fact, it often leads to the opposite. The more we do, the more we commit to, the less space we have for the things that bring us true joy. Doing less is not about being lazy, it's about being intentional. It's about freeing ourselves from the obligations that no longer serve us, so we can fill our days with what truly matters. Imagine waking up in the morning with nothing on the agenda but the things that bring you joy. No meetings, no appointments, no deadlines. Just time to do what you love, whether that's walking through the park, tending to your garden, or simply sitting in the peace and quiet of your home. Doing less allows us to experience more freedom, the freedom to live life on our own terms, to enjoy each moment, and to let go of the pressures that once weighed us down. 4. Letting go of expectations. For most of our lives, we've been living according to someone else's expectations. We've been guided by the pressures of society, family, and career, striving to meet goals that weren't always our own. Whether it was pursuing higher education, climbing the corporate ladder, or keeping up with the Joneses, many of us spent years chasing after a vision of success that wasn't necessarily aligned with our true desires. But here's the beauty of aging. We no longer have to live by those rules. We are free to let go of the expectations that others placed upon us. We've spent enough time proving ourselves to the world. Now, it's time to live for ourselves. What would your life look like if you stopped worrying about what others think? If you stopped trying to meet someone else's definition of success? At this stage, you've earned the right to be authentic, to live in a way that reflects who you truly are, not who others want you to be. This might mean dressing how you like, even if it doesn't follow the latest trends. It might mean pursuing hobbies or passions that you set aside earlier in life because they didn't seem practical. It might even mean downsizing your home or moving to a quieter place that feels more aligned with your current needs. Whatever it looks like for you, letting go of expectations allows you to live more freely and fully. 5. You are free. Rediscovering personal freedom. It's easy to feel like we're trapped by our circumstances, especially when we've spent so many years juggling responsibilities, whether it was raising children, working demanding jobs, or meeting the needs of others. But now, as we enter this new phase of life, it's important to remember that we are free. Freedom isn't something that is handed to us, it's something we claim. And now, more than ever, we have the power to claim our freedom. We are free to make choices that prioritize our happiness and well-being. We are free to say no to the things that don't serve us and yes to the things that bring us joy. Maybe this means simplifying your life, downsizing your home, moving somewhere quieter, or even retiring earlier than you had planned. Maybe it means traveling more, pursuing a new passion, or spending more time with loved ones. Whatever freedom looks like for you, know that it's within your reach. We are no longer tied to the expectations or obligations that once held us back. We have the freedom to shape our lives in a way that feels true to who we are now, and that is a gift worth celebrating. 6. Happiness isn't in more, it's in less. As we get older, it becomes clearer that happiness isn't found in accumulating more. More work, more money, more possessions, they don't bring the satisfaction we once thought they would. Instead, happiness is often found in simplicity, in letting go of the excess and focusing on what really matters. Think about it. The more we own, the more we have to manage. The more we commit to, the less time we have to enjoy the things that bring us peace. When we start to subtract from our lives the unnecessary possessions, the obligations, the busyness, we create space for happiness to flourish. Happiness is found in the quiet moments, a cup of tea in the morning sun, a walk through the park, a conversation with a friend. It's found in the joy of watching a grandchild play or in the satisfaction of a project completed not for profit, but for the sheer pleasure of doing it. When we simplify our lives, we open ourselves to a deeper sense of contentment. It's not about doing more, but about being more present, more aware, more connected to the things that truly matter. 7. Cultivating joy through connection and community. In our earlier years, much of our focus may have been on building careers or raising families, often leaving little time for community and connection. But as we age, the importance of these relationships becomes increasingly clear. Human beings are social creatures, and connection is one of the greatest sources of joy. At this stage in life, we have the opportunity to nurture and deepen the relationships that bring us joy. Whether it's spending more time with family, reconnecting with old friends, or even volunteering in our communities, the act of giving and receiving love and support is one of the most fulfilling things we can do. The joy of connection doesn't have to come from grand gestures or formal events. It can be as simple as inviting a neighbor over for a cup of coffee, spending an afternoon with a friend, or even taking part in a local club or organization. By focusing on the quality of our relationships, we enrich not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. There is profound satisfaction in knowing that we are part of a community, that we are loved and valued, and that we, in turn, can offer love and support to others. 8. Embracing legacy and passing on wisdom. As we reach this stage of life, we start to think about the legacy we will leave behind. Legacy isn't just about the material possessions we pass down to our loved ones. It's about the wisdom, values, and love that we have accumulated over a lifetime. Think about the lessons you've learned, the insights you've gained, and the experiences that have shaped who you are. These are the things that truly matter, the things that will live on long after we are gone. Whether you pass down these lessons through conversations with your grandchildren, by writing them down, or by simply living your life in a way that embodies your values, you are leaving a profound impact on the world. Legacy is about more than what we leave behind. It's about how we live now. By choosing to live with intention, by focusing on what truly matters, and by passing on the lessons we've learned, we ensure that our lives have meaning beyond our years. Conclusion. Life simplified and enriched. As we stand at the doorway of this new chapter, we have the freedom to choose how we want to live. The world around us may be rushing forward, urging us to do more, achieve more, and own more, but we know better. We know that life's greatest joys are found in simplicity, in the quiet moments, and in the connections we make along the way. This is our time to do less, to let go of the things that no longer serve us, to simplify our lives, and to focus on what truly matters. We have the wisdom to know what brings us joy, and the freedom to shape our lives in a way that reflects our deepest values. Remember, it's never too late to start living the life you've always wanted. All it takes is the courage to let go, to do less, and to embrace the beauty and freedom that comes with a simpler, more intentional life. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you find these stories inspiring and motivating, please comment 1. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.